Black superheroes.
It's Madden NFL 20.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, and trying to play better.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Looking to throw. Sheehan. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Off play action. Sheehan. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Off the play fake. Sheehan. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with career touch. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Pat the 50, pat the 50. Pat the street, pat the street.
Throwing to start the drive. Vincent. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Brandon Cooks trots back onto the field with the rest of this Texan offense. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee.
2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down. Gain of 19. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game and all that pressure.
Here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw on second down, Vincent. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Good touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
From the gun on third down, Vincent. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Underwood. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and
down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's across the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now out comes Houston. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Sheehan. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts.
They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Throwing on first down. Vincent. He finds his man, complete. That's Underwood. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 65 yards. Comeback team. Seven Pirates. Warriors, 17.
On first down, Vincent. This is the tight end Fant. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. From the gun on third down, Vincent. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Looking to throw on second down. Vincent. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jamar Chase. His 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. On any running play this club, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Here's Jones on the return. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Vincent. That's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Sheehan. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On the return is Jones. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Vincent. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He finds his man, complete. It's Underwood. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. He'll take the knee in the final couple seconds. We'll tick by in this first half. So we're at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. From there, we take the long trek eastward to Tampa, check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Davis Mills, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And that game, level, as they take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action. Vincent. He finds his man, complete. It's Underwood. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Off the play fake. Vincent. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Underwood. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Vincent.
He completes this to Walker.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, Vincent. Yeah, he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Ja'Marr Chase
with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. James has got it. Complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sheehan. He gets it to Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Back to throw. Sheehan. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's James. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Sheehan. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Operating from the gun. Sheehan. Swings this out for Hunt. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sheehan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you can take the spirit away from another team.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. To throw on 2nd down, Vincent. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Underwood. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down. the delay. Here's Hunt.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
This offense so far on third down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Dancing to his left.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Throwing after the interception. Sheehan trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Sheehan. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. Yards. Up a 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Sheehan. Got a man, Slayton.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sheehan. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Sheehan.
He's got Slayton on the slant. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Check right, black white, opposite, green, blue, check, bang.
On 1st and 10, Sheehan. Over the middle, complete. That's James.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Throwing on first down. Vincent.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Looking to throw. Sheehan. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Operating from the gun. Sheehan. Eluding. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Uchenna Nwosu drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know when a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run again with Walker. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Houston set to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play. to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously you're training.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, a long trivia, Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, good and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting. moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
Ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What up? Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Gotta jet cause the bed leave at 8 and we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play the score for every Ablo project. You ain't scared to change cause this ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude, little